The next Star Wars game, Star Wars Squadrons, has revealed its official trailer, and EA has given us a breakdown of what to expect from the gameplay. Let's break all of that down. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button. And also, you're going to want to subscribe today. There's actually a ton of different stories that we're going to be covering here on the channel, and YouTube's just weird about that stuff. So make sure you're subscribed and just check back to the channel so that you get all the videos today. Celebration was delayed. Really crazy story there. There's also some Marvel stuff I want to cover, so just make sure you're subbed. Okay, so Star Wars Squadrons, we got the first official trailer. We were streaming that earlier. We all reacted to the trailer at the same time. It is a really cool trailer, but there is no actual game footage or anything that we thought was game footage in that trailer. It is in the game engine, but no actual gameplay. The setup for it is a dogfight in which a TIE fighter is tracking down a pilot in an X-Wing. They both are injured and end up heading back to their respective bases. And then the trailer sort of cuts back and forth between the Empire telling the pilots that they're sort of the backbone of the Empire and that they're needed, and then of course the different commanders over for the Rebellion that they are needed as well. Now, from what I've seen, the biggest takeaway from the trailer overall with fans is that it was a little bit underwhelming, which is kind of to be expected just given the hype level for these sort of things. The trailer was much of what I expected it to be, but there are a couple of things in there that are very interesting. Number one, Hera Syndulla actually does make an appearance in this trailer. She's seen at the war table with the different members of the Republic. Also interesting is that a lot of people think this character is actually Wedge Antilles, which would make a lot of sense, and it would be really cool to see what Wedge was doing after Return of the Jedi. The trailer also lets players know that gameplay will be revealed on Wednesday, June 18th during EA Play. We will also be live streaming and reacting to that as well, so look for that. And then the trailer ends letting players know that the game is already available for pre-order and will release October 2nd of this year. Now, that's all pretty cool, but there was an additional document put up on EA.com which showcased a bunch of different things about the game, so we have some more information that we want to share with you right now. Now, one of the first interesting things said in this document that was on EA.com talks about the squadrons for the game. Now, in the trailer, we definitely see this war table type setting, this thing which is the planning stages for the different squadrons on the side of the Republic or the Rebellion, and then obviously on the Imperial side. This is a big part of it, and in this little document, they do say that players will get the chance to plan every skirmish with their squad in the briefing room, which maximizes the mainly multiplayer campaign of the game. That's really intriguing, and we will speculate about that in a minute, but let's just kind of keep going on the things that are in this article. The setting of the game, at least in the timeline, has been revealed. It actually takes place after the Battle of Endor, which is a really interesting thing because in the trailer, the Imperial Army is all about revenge, and I believe this will be revenge for the Emperor being killed and for the Empire taking that big defeat at the Battle of Endor. For the Republic, it's all about hope, and it's all about sort of building this new Republic, you know, trying to squash down what's left of the Empire and create hope and spread that message throughout the galaxy. That's very interesting because there's an opportunity there to go to some areas in the timeline that fans are really eager to see. This includes the Battle of Jakku and other things like that. The document revealed that players will get a chance to control different starfighter classes from both the New Republic and the Imperial fleets. And then lastly on the document, it says that the battles will be 5 versus 5 dogfights, and you will unite with your squadrons to tip the scales in monumental fleet battles and take off a thrilling Star Wars single-player story. Immerse yourself in the pilot seat completely with the option to play the entirety of Star Wars Squadrons in virtual reality or VR on PlayStation 4 and PC with cross-play support. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, first of all, it means EA bad at trailers. They should have had all of this information in the trailer or ran the cinematic trailer and then had somebody like Jeff Keighley come out there on camera and explain this different stuff. At that moment, when you have everybody's attention, when you reveal the trailer, that is where you should put this kind of information. But I guess it's good that they did it because now I can make this YouTube video and it has more value. So I guess you're terrible, EA, but thank you. All right, so next up, the VR thing is really interesting, only on PlayStation 4 and on PC, and it said that there will be cross-platform play. What I'm wondering is this cross-platform between all of these different consoles and the PC, or is it just between the PS4 and the PC in VR mode? I'm not really sure. Hopefully we'll get more answers about that on EA Play's live stream on Wednesday. The fact that it has different classes is very interesting to me. Is there going to be RPG elements here where if you are sort of a bomber class, you only have access to maybe certain ships or maybe certain weapons, missiles, upgraded things like that? We know very little about how that will actually all work, but I do find it interesting. There's a little bit of depth there perhaps in the class that you pick as a character, even though it's all basically space piloting and dogfighting. There could still be a lot of variety to the play and to the gameplay. That's really interesting. And then of course there is the price tag. The game is coming in at $40, which is $20 less than the normal $60, which is good because from what we are hearing, this is not a very deep game. The campaign itself is probably not going to be many hours. I would say probably 5 to 6 hours, maybe, hopefully. That's per campaign, and you play an Imperial campaign and a New Republic campaign, and you're looking at like 10 to 12 hours of campaign. That would be great. But if not, and most of the game is just in the multiplayer setting, I appreciate it being $40. I really think it should have been $30 or less, but really that's just speculation. We have to wait until we see the official gameplay. Once we get more of an idea of what's actually in this game, we can judge that $40 price. But I will say that for EA to be putting the pre-order link in their promotion for the coming gameplay live stream is really tone deaf. Maybe wait until people see the gameplay before you're going to push the pre-ordering really hard. It's just another example of EA being EA, and EA is bad. I don't know what else you want me to say. They're bad, but maybe this game is great, and maybe it's worth $40, and maybe I'll be playing it with a bunch of you Star Wars fans later this year. So let me know your thoughts about all of this new stuff we know about Star Wars Squadrons, and let me know what you think about that price tag, that $40 price tag. I'm very curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. And now let's shout out Roku. Yes, indeed, the ship shown in that poster is the TIE Reaper. So shout out to you, Roku. And now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know, what is the name of the ship that Hera Syndulla actually pilots? Yeah, it's the famous ship from Star Wars Rebels. I want to know, what is the name of that ship that Hera pilots? Answer that question in the comment section below. Again, I want to say make sure you're subscribed with the little bell notification thingy on, because we have a ton of videos dropping today and all throughout the week, so you're not going to want to miss any of those. And if you absolutely need more nerdy content in your life, you can click or tap over there to watch some more of our videos, or come on by our live streaming channel. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.